to the worst channel on all of YouTube up to Games 420, and today I will be taking a look at the Figuarts Super Saiyan Vegeta Premium Color Edition. There isn't much to say about this guy, other than I guess he was the very first figure I ever reviewed under this pseudonym. He came out in December of 2015 for Japan, January 2016 for the US, at a retail price of about $30 to $40 US, depending on where you got him, and he was a Bandai web shop or Bandai collector's shop exclusive, and that is really all there is to say on the release information for this guy. So, without any more bullshit, let's just get this train wreck on the road. Taking a look at his box, got a clear window here that shows Vegeta, a couple of his accessories. Figuarts Super Saiyan Vegeta Premium Color Edition running down the front. S.H.Figuarts is a new standard figure series, that whole spiel. Bandai 2015 made in China, the Dragon Ball Z logo, Bandai Collector's Shop, Snake's Den, Red Bandai, and Tamashii Nation's logos. Figuarts logo, Super Saiyan Vegeta Premium Color Edition, picture of Vegeta, product may differ from photo. On the back we have some pictures of him, the blurbs and shit if you want to read them. Kakarot. Bit of a typo on the English translations department there. Dot matrix art of Vegeta on the side and a nice eye-bleeding navy blue and neon yellow. Bottom we have the usual bluefin crap that nobody cares about. Up top we have continuation of the picture in the window from the front, as well as S.H.Figuarts Super Saiyan Vegeta Premium Color Edition and Final Flash. So with that out of the way, let's get Vegeta out of his box. Like with all the other recolors that I've done, I'm just gonna peel the band-aid off and just get it out of the way. Here is the only comparison that I think is actually worth your time regarding this particular variant of Vegeta, and that's him standing next to the original 2011 Vegeta. And I think the differences speak for themselves here. You can obviously tell the original Vegeta had a yellow to white gradient for his hair, and then Premium Color Vegeta just has like a slight shade to him. The obvious difference with the hair is the orange they went with for Premium Color Vegeta and the very glossy sheen they gave it. Then if we take a look at his boots, you can see Premium Color Vegeta has brown tips for whatever reason, and the original has white tips. For whatever reason they tried to make Premium Color Vegeta into a Cell Saga Vegeta, which obviously didn't pan out because that's not what the original Vegeta was designed to be in the first place. It was pretty obvious they were going for the early Android saga with him. But with that spurgery out of the way, let's move on to his aesthetics. As far as the paint is concerned, much less than the sculpt, because it's basically the exact same thing as the original Vegeta. Paintwork is good, it's very clean, there aren't any visible areas where the paint bleeds at all, so yeah, there's really not much to say on that front, I guess. As for my personal thoughts on it, I think the body colors work for Vegeta, but the hair color absolutely does not work for Vegeta at all. I think something closer to what they had in the promo images would have been a better fit for the in-hand product. Really, not much else to say. I like the saturated colors they went with for the body. The dark blue they went with contrasts nicely with the white, and that's really all there is to say. Let's move on to his accessories then. And Premium Color Vegeta basically comes with everything the original Vegeta came with, plus one little addition. So you have a looking off to the right gritted teeth face and a looking off to the left smirk. Then you have a pair of Big Bang Attack chopping hands, open palm blasting hands, and the new addition is Gallic Gun hands from Skyler Vegeta. Honestly, I think Tamashii could have done more with this Vegeta in terms of his accessories. I think they could have easily repurposed Skyler Vegeta's yelling face and made it into a Super Saiyan yelling face, and they probably could have gotten away with throwing in the effect part from Skyler Vegeta for this figure as well. But considering this figure was basically meant to be a cheap replacement or stand-in for the original Vegeta, I think this is a fair trade to make him slightly more affordable. That about does it for the accessories, so let's wrap this shit up. So with all that said, what do I think of Premium Color Super Saiyan Vegeta? I don't think he's a great figure. He's not the worst figure I've ever dealt with, but he's certainly not the best. He's average. a perfectly fine Vegeta that you could put on a shelf and he'd work as a Vegeta. If it were still early 2016, I'd probably tell you to go ahead and pick this guy up, considering he's effectively a $40 replacement for a figure that at the time was going for over $100 on the secondhand market. But given the fact this guy was out for all of 3 months before Super Vegeta was announced, and now you have him, the original Vegeta, and Awakened Saiyan Blood Vegeta as official Super Saiyan Vegetas on the market, I would honestly advise one of those 3 options over this guy these days. Granted, if you're a completionist or a massive Vegeta fan, then yeah, go ahead and get this guy. He's perfectly fine for what he's worth, but don't go in expecting this to be like the second coming of Christ in action figure form, because that is absolutely not what you're going to be getting. His articulation suffers from the same issues the original figure had, which is why I didn't even bother covering it in the first place. Like I said, had he had something more to tie the whole thing together, you probably would have gotten a better figure out of this guy, but considering he's just a paint job and a pair of hands, yeah, he's a figure I can totally understand skipping these days. But I guess I'll leave you on that. This has been Dipper Games 420, and I'll see you guys next time.